Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes, a program that has been built on flash, excitement, swagger, even once a goal turnover chain. But the fundamentals of this program, substance. We'll have plenty of substance and swagger from the Canes today. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense set on first down. On the option. Now the pitch. On the move at the 30. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Now the toss. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
And the pass is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Slides away. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. What a snag by the defense. Smashes through. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Line gets set, 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
Bunch formation, trying to confuse the secondary. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the ground.
Trying play action. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this way.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Quickly complete. At the 35, he's got room. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Georgia. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
PAT unit on the field. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Bowling Green is in front. They've been impressive today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over Toledo. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the returner goes down. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. You get a guy who can do that on the outside, and is sort of in the DNA of Miami's program.
Yeah, just speed. Those are guys that put fear in you. Those are the track stars. The Sunshine State produces so many of them. Those guys can absolutely fly.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
On second down, wants to throw it. They're bringing heat. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Fights his way for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. And the Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. On 4th down, they'll run it, looking for the first. Tackled, but he has a first down.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
3:25.
He's looking to throw. Going for it all. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane. For some guys, that play would be tough. It might be complicated. It might be impossible. For these guys, just another day of playing catch.
Find that guy, right? If something goes wrong, if I get confused, if I don't know where to go, my guy out there, that dude's really, really good. So if he's running a fade, whatever he's running, I'm going to throw him the football. If I don't have a clue what I'm doing, that guy's getting it.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off the play fake. He makes the connection. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Complete some of these hitch throws early. You're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. And the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. They'll try to run for it. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Man, I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
He's got it. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. They'll go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
That player is so lucky he did not put that football on the ground. What a tackle by that defender. Phenomenal individual effort getting that tackle for loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He breaks a tackle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
These guys aren't human anything. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Trying the left side. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires left. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Not a lot of good plays for 3rd in California, so you're just trying to get a completion and help out your punter, but they can't even get that executed.
And the Hurricanes will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the returner will be brought down.
Georgia offense will take over. 1st and 10.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. They're going to throw it again. Fakes the grab on the left. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On 2nd down, looking to throw. A strike downfield. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. And the Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. The official says no good. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Now on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Wide open downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
He's back to throw on second down. He looks that one in nicely. The ball's free. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Looking to the big tight end. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
One more play before the teams head to the locker room. To the air on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Takes it the other way. He gets the pick, but not the pick six, as they're able to run him out of bounds and limit the damage to wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Canes will line up to kick off and start the second half. Out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that.
Down at the
And he'll be stopped at the 17. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early. Going over the top. Makes the catch on the left. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
They're trying to get to it. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And they're able to get him down.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
It's kind of tough when QBs drop back. They're trying to protect the football and throw it. A lot of times you get some good shots, and if you rip at that football, you can cause an even bigger play and get that fumble to go with the sack.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. It's caught downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. They're going to run it. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Power football with the run. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Quarterback will audible. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Floating away. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. The Hurricanes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. On first down, here comes this offense. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They'll give it to the back. Crosses the 30, he's got away. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
He'll keep it himself. Past the sticks, and he may get more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield to find an explosive play.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Looking to throw on second down. Firing to the right, complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style.
Miami 17, Georgia 7.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your...
To the end zone, and it's picked off. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Canes. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially...
Going to take a shot at this DB. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Take over.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He lobs one high down the left side. And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the 4th quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
They go to the ground. Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And they got him for the sack. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy. You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on him, right? They've got the lead. It's late. They're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Quick pass on the fly motion. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to get the first through the air. And it's picked off. Got some room to run. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Miami! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10.
First and 10.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Makes his connection. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Gets it out fast. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the 1st down.
They keep attacking through the air. Finds the tight end. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
First down for the offense.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Bulldogs racing to the line in the hurry up. Wants to throw on 2nd down. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And this defense has put a game together. It is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Throws to the wideout. It's caught. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were. Because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Dances away to buy time. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Second down coming up. To the ground with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on third down. The give to the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Canes will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He'll return it from around the 50. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to fire on second down. Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan.